Hey, it's Eran here. So I'm going to be doing a podcast. This is episode number 3, and I'll be recording it number 1 for my podcast also, which is on my phone right here. And also I'm doing it on YouTube as well. If somebody tunes in, great. This is the first time I'm doing a Facebook Live as well. So see how it goes. So today's question is from Vianney from the UK. And his question to me was, what are your thoughts on membership sites? This is a great question. He's referring to specifically creating some sort of educational platform, a membership site, $7 a month or something like that for subscribers and so on. So my thoughts on it is it's a bad idea. And I'll tell you exactly why. To have a membership site, you need to have a reason for retention. You need to have a certain reason why somebody should stick around with you. Now, traditionally, when you look at membership sites for education and so on, you can think with things like, for example, Audible, $15 a month, Blinkist, $19 a month. You also have LinkedIn Learning, that's $39 a month, I believe. What else is there? MentorBox, $7 a month with a ton of different upsells, and so on. So when you're looking at these different platforms, which they're pretty big, they provide such a massive amount of educational content. It's not like a solopreneur trying to create content and keeping the retention. The retention for an educational platform requires capital. It really does require a tremendous amount of capital and amount of energy and education and content to make it worthwhile for somebody to stick around for the next month. So for example, if you were to do a membership site with educational content, $7 a month, really, are you going to keep them for 12 months? What's the reality of that? Is somebody going to stick around for 12 months? If they stick around for 3 months, 4 months, it's $21, $28. It's really not exciting. You might as well, whatever content you're thinking to make a membership site, you might as well package it up into one package, okay? Maybe sell one piece of that package for $7 and then have the upsell for $97. You would have made $97, let's say, from that package on the one customer, which is actually more than 1 year of retention that you would have gotten otherwise, okay? So it's just much better just sell as a one-time payment, okay, for those type of situations. That's my honest thought on it, okay? Because I think the estimation of effort of how much it will cost you to acquire a customer, how much churn, how many people are going to not continue to subscribe, the economics of it just do not make sense, okay? That's my thought on that. If you're going to do some sort of like a coaching program for 2 months or 3 months, fine, but then that should be much more than $7. So to do that low-end membership site for training educational purposes or walkthrough, that's just not really worth doing it. It's a lot of effort to create the content for it anyway. So that's my thought on that. In terms of the concept of subscription, I'll give you an example of when you would want to do some sort of a membership or subscription is if you've got some software, for example, that somebody has to use, then of course there's a real value to actually having someone sign up for it. So for example, when you're buying a domain, when you're buying hosting, ultimately you're never really buying them. You're always renting them from a hosting company or a domain registrar, okay? So, or an email autoresponder. If you're a marketer, you're going to need an email autoresponder for the rest of your life, pretty much. You know what I mean? So you might not stick around with that one specifically, such as GetResponse, and you might move to Aweber or vice versa, but you're going to keep having one no matter what, right? So having subscription model for software as a service absolutely makes sense, which is why the SaaS model, software as a service model, works really well with subscription, because people are not as likely to cancel those subscriptions unless they're going to start having an online business, right? So that's when you really would use subscription. So just to give you a practical reason, for example, I don't actually have a subscription model for my coaching per se, but I do provide some sort of a subscription where I have people sign up for my own affiliate link, and I get subscription, residual income, passive income from people signing up for GetResponse, for ClickFunnels, and other different platforms along these lines, okay? So hope that helps. I hope that answers that question. If you have any questions for me and you're on YouTube, leave a comment below with your question, okay? Hit that like button, subscribe. If you're listening on the podcast, definitely let me know. You can email me, contact@eranbucai.com, and send me a question there. Otherwise, I appreciate you tuning in, listening to this, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, and we'll speak soon.